every social platform want people spend more time. People fighting to each other, the time spending will going higher. That's so toxic. But in Xiaohongshu, the community is really friendly. Lots of students study abroad want to join Xiaohongshu. One position maybe receive over 500 resumes.
For one position.
In the RedNote, there are no translation feature. They just design, implement, and ship it during 4 days.
In 4 days. That's super quick.
It's a China style.
On the other side, that means more censorship to ban more people more easily. The users are okay with that. TikTok refugees. When you saw the whole trend of people migrating, what was sort of your reaction?
It's super weird, honestly. It's like a joke. But after 2 days, the news happened. And one day in that morning, I surfed in Bali. And we have some friends from worldwide, but we live Bali together. And a guy come from Germany was asking, Nick, I heard you work in China before. I said, yeah. And have you ever heard Xiaohongshu RedNote? I said, well, yeah. I know, I worked it before. And they guys are super exciting, and you were asking lots of questions about how to use RedNote and how to create the content, and how about the censorship, and how to get the followers. They are super interested. Yeah, I'm so surprised. I'm asking why you guys so interesting. You say, do you know it's now go viral now? Everybody knows. Yeah, during that time I was say, oh, it's not like a joke. They guys, the Western guy is super interesting.
Do you think that people working inside RedNote was expecting that app like exploding global popularity? Because I thought that it was a domestic app. It's only in Chinese language, right?
No, we have the international team. We spend during that time I stay working in the company. We spend lots of resources and money to express the app globally, but cannot succeed. It's super difficult. Yeah, so after that, I call my phone worker and I will say, what do you think about? I say, okay, it's like a dream. It's impossible. We do nothing, and the founders coming. How amazing!
So they are excited, or are they like, oh my god, what do we do? And they panic.
I think the first, the guys are super exciting, but after a few hours, the employee here realize, okay, so many overtime days.
You have to work overtime.
You are doing overtime. You say, because the RedNote is not international app, so even some words, some button, the sentence not translate properly in English. So all engineering, all the product team is working overtime to fix everything. Yeah. So, for example, in the RedNote, there are no translation feature. They just design, implement, and ship it during 4 days.
In 4 days.
Yeah, in 4 days. Only 4 days.
To introduce a new feature. Like a translation feature.
A translation feature.
That's quick. That's super quick.
It's a China style.
What do you mean by China style?
The China style, the 4 days is not so quick. Because when I work in Xiaohongshu, just in the morning, we have a stand-up meeting, just discussing. Maybe we find out some insight. Some number is so interesting. And after 2 hours, we complete the analysis. And we design the new feature in that day. And we start implement in the afternoon and just ship it online in the midnight. Only 1 day.
So the part that surprised me about that is that's like a startup speed. That's like a startup speed, right? Where things are, but RedNote right now, like, I don't know, how many employees would you estimate they have?
5,000 or 6,000.
So it's a huge company. And to have that kind of execution speed to introduce a feature, introduce a new product, like it's just so hard to, because even by startup standard, that's really fast.
You can compare to the TikTok and Douyin, right? It's bigger than the RedNote.
Right.
Well, they also have that kind of speed. It's really common, really normal in China.
Wow. Okay, we'll talk about the work culture and how, because no wonder why in terms of like speed and innovation and like just getting things done, like, wow, that's pretty cool. Just from a founder's perspective, I wish that we could have that kind of speed when we are at that size,
Have you ever heard the 996 culture in China?
Yeah, that's a catchword. Like everybody's on 996 culture. So which means that you work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days per week, right?
Yeah.
So, and everybody's wondering, oh, is it true? Is it why people working so many hours? So like how accurate would you say 996 culture is in, like say, in a tech industry or internet companies?
It's more than 996. It's more than 996.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because in China, if you work at an internet company, will get a well pay, and everybody will respect you. And it's a funny fact. If you work in a internet company and have a well pay, when you're dating in a girl, you will say, oh, and the girl is discussing was, oh, the guy is working in RedNote or Biden's. Oh, it's really good.
So it's like
become really popular
in Western world, same as saying, oh, I work at Apple or I work at Google or something.
I think more than.
I
think more than. Because people think working in the internet company is kind of rich, and the benefit was super good. And that's one reason. And the other reason is the China culture is really competitive.
Very competitive.
Yeah, really. For example, in the third year I work in Xiaohongshu, we start the hiring process, and the graduate can we receive lots of resume from Harvard, Stanford, MIT, UC Berkeley, and U Chicago. Lots of people Chinese people, students study abroad and want to join Xiaohongshu. One position maybe will receive over 500 resumes.
For one position.
500
resumes for one position.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's during that time. During the time I worked before, maybe now it's more than.
Yeah, because now it's more popular, right?
Yeah, it's more popular now, and we'll see, everyone is so excellent.
Yeah.
How to choose it?
Yeah. By the way, why is it called RedNote? What does that mean?
The direct translation is a little red book.
Little red book.
Yeah, little red book. Because in the beginning, the founder of the RedNote want to create an app relevant to travel. It's a traveling guide about Hong Kong, Singapore, the US, maybe France or something else. Because in that time, the people in China is really eager to going out to explore the world.
So it was like supposed to be a mini travel guide or something.
Yeah, so in the beginning, it's a little travel guides, but there are so many common in that website. They will say how to buy that kind of thing, where to buy the underwear of CK or blah 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 blah. And there are opportunity. And why not build up that app? The people discussing.
But why the color red? What does that mean?
It's a preference of our founder, and if also have it's the other joke because the quotation of the Chairman Mao. Yeah, it's also covered by red.
I see.
And our founder, the surname is also Mao. Yeah, so it's a joke.
So it's meant to be a joke.
Yeah, it's meant to be a joke.
But because people can misinterpret that, saying there's like a political, making a political statement.
It's a misunderstanding. It's just for fun, okay? And because that kind of word is really easy to remember for Chinese people.
Right. Because okay, so this is a branding strategy.
Yeah, it's a branding strategy, not over understanding. It's not that.
Interesting. Why did you decide to join Redbook?
In the beginning of 5 years, I just joined some stuff. Finally, they fail.
Mm.
Yeah, build startup is really, really easy to fail, over 95%. So I usually tell you, oh, Asian board survival. It's it, it's rare. Okay?
Yeah.
But one day, my friend working in Alibaba before, and I would just catch up with a dining. I would just I'm super tired. I joined the other stuff today, and it's super tight but interesting. Do you want to have a talk and to visit to the company to show what's going on? And I went to Xiaohongshu, the RedNote. In the beginning, in that time, it's only 100 employee. And I see everyone smile and so energetic. And they are also the young people. I see, oh, the company are so cool. But in that time, Xiaohongshu is an e-commerce platform focused on the girl stuff, for example, makeup and dress and something else. Sorry, I'm a shy guy, so I don't have a good understanding about that. But in that time, my housemate is two girls. They are fashion designers, so I'm asking the two girls, have you ever known Xiaohongshu? And I say, oh, it's so cool. Every girls know what's Xiaohongshu, what's RedNote. So it's kind of interesting. So why not go in? So I joined that company.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a combination of the e-commerce and Instagram and people sharing some how to make a good makeup and how to dress up.
I see. So it wasn't like a video platform.
Not video platform. In that time, it's only it's an old-fashioned Instagram style. It's only the image, the photo with some text. That's it.
So when you heard about this whole TikTok ban that's going on in the US, TikTok is a international version of this domestic app in China called Douyin.
Yeah.
Right. So Douyin and TikTok is kind of the same thing, except TikTok is the international version and Douyin is the domestic version. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, correct.
Yeah. So actually, what is the difference? Why did they separate it into international version and domestic version?
For censorship.
Oh.
Yeah. For example, in China, if there's someone wear a bikini and maybe you will treat as a sexual content. Yeah, sexual content. But if you're overseas, for example, now I live in Bali now, wear a bikini is nothing. But in TikTok, you can.
Right.
And in TikTok, you can talking about LGBTQ. But in Douyin, it's totally impossible. So the parent company, the ByteDance, need to separate that kind of system, the app, to the globally worldwide. Say, the strategy they're doing is separate the two apps. And that's one reason. And the other reason is all the data of Douyin is stored in China, mainland China.
Right.
But the TikTok is stored in other country by the policy of the country.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually quite interesting because that's the whole reason why the Biden administration decided to ban TikTok, because they think the data is actually all in mainland China, not because, the TikTok CEO, I heard him saying that, no, we're actually like a totally separate company. But then, I watched the hearing where everybody was like, oh, but you send all the data to ByteDance as a parent company, right? So, like, is that true?
I don't know. I think no one knows the actually, yeah. Because could someone can check all the data is sent to China or not? No one can check. Maybe one day will someone buy a TikTok and just checking the code? Yeah, maybe can do. But before they're selling the company, you can delete the code. You have no you have no clue to prove that.
Right. So basically right now, unless you're the insider, you just don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Maybe someone know. You need to interview.
Right. Well, then if Trump is trying to delay the ban or execution of the ban, and he's trying to find a US buyer because they still want to keep the app alive, is that a good thing or a bad thing for them? And will China even let them just like, okay, fine, we'll let you sell it? Like,
it depends on how to sell it.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Only sell the app and the user data? without algorithm. With the algorithm or without algorithm is a super critical issue. Because Meta just can copy a new app during 1 month. And Meta also have lots of data of user. Look at WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. They have a lot. But how about algorithm?
That's very interesting. So you're saying that almost like the secret sauce, the secret weapon here is the algorithm. That's the tough part to copy.
It's an algorithm and also the people working in ByteDance. Because what they are thinking, what they are design the system mechanism is really, really critical. You see, Twitter also have lots of data. How about YouTube shows? Even the same form. YouTube shows, Instagram Reels, it looks like a copycat from TikTok.
Well, now they copy the algorithm.
Yeah, but the cover algorithm is totally different.
Right.
It's a really critical issue if I'm a Elon Musk or someone, I'm a super rich guy. Buying Douyin only data and the app is useless. But how about algorithm?
So what if they say, oh, we want to buy the algorithm too? Like you got to give us everything. Then
yeah, and how Biden is thinking about? Totally not. I don't want to sell it.
Right. They would rather just shut it down.
Maybe you will shut it down. And the other reason is the deal is not only about the commercial. It's about the relationship between China and the US.
Okay, so you're really bringing to light this aspect that I haven't even thought about, which is it's not even the data issue, it's really the algorithm issue.
Yeah.
Because that could literally trigger World War III or create type of a false narrative or you know.
And everything's AI generated content.
The argument that American people say, oh, if you look at Douyin, it's like everybody cares about education and there's always quality stuff. But on TikTok, there's just like a bad influence to young people, right? What's your take on that?
It's the same. If you download Douyin and have a local account, you can see just the people dancing and the cute girl just talking joke.
Right.
I think it's the same. It's not about the algorithm. It's about the culture. Because everywhere, for example, I travel a lot. When I see the TikTok or the user of the TikTok in the by the age, it's same as the Chinese people. The same interests. So it's not depends on the algorithm. No one make the people in US get dumb. Maybe actually they done before.
The reason why I'm asking about Douyin is if people wanted to jump from TikTok to a Chinese app, you would think that they will migrate just to Douyin, not TikTok.
No, because Douyin not only reaches by Chinese phone number, but in Xiaodong, we don't need that. Only email, and even you can log in by your Apple ID.
Right.
Yeah, your iCloud.
So in order to access Douyin, you need a local Chinese phone number.
Yeah, sure.
Which you cannot do from America, let's say. But they just need like an email or your Apple ID.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So why did RedNote become so relevant culturally so fast, even in China? Because Douyin and ByteDance was sort of like the main guy, right? They are the establishment. They are the incumbent. But then how was RedNote able to like just almost like, but would you say right now it's bigger than Douyin or Douyin still bigger?
No one can bigger than Douyin.
How big is Douyin? How many like users per month or something?
Per month?
Or daily users?
It's daily 600 million and maybe more than. It's an old number.
600 million daily users.
Yeah, and about a monthly user, maybe about over 1 billion.
Wow. So we're just talking about a different level of engagement. I mean, because, Chinese population is, of course, huge.
The population is super, super huge.
Yeah.
And you mentioned why Xiaohongshu, the RedNote growing so quickly. And first of all, we are early than Douyin.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Now the RedNote is a 10 years company.
Right.
And also the app is 10 years old. But Douyin is only maybe 7 or 6 years old. Yeah. And how is so quickly? And from my side, you think, I usually talking about that kind of issue is like a community issue. Because when you look into the other social platform in China, like the Douyin or the Weibo or Twitter like social platform in China, there are so many haters. For example, we usually joking, but it's not joking as a fact. If a cute girl, the girl just create a post by a selfie and just write down some sentence about a daily life. In Xiaohongshu, it's really supportive in surroundings. People will say, how good you are so awesome. Where did you buy the shoes? It's so beautiful. But in the Weibo, maybe you got a message is, you are so fat. You are super ugly. Get out of here. Yeah, it's so offensive.
So Weibo is equivalent to Twitter.
Yeah, it's like a Twitter combination of Twitter and Facebook. And also in Douyin, there are lots of hater and offensive message comments. But in Xiaohongshu, the community is really, really friendly and supportive.
So somebody at your former team must have cultivated type of like a more positive environment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they just say, oh, we're not gonna try to accommodate trolls or haters. Like all these other platform has a very toxic culture, but on RedNote, like they must have tried really hard to cultivate this positive environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do they do that?
First of all, it's about community value.
Community value.
I will show some case because every social platform want people spend more time as more as possible. How to do it? And do you think about if the people fighting to each other, they are argue and they have lots of controversial contents, people fighting to each other, the time spending will going higher and higher. Even the company know that's so toxic. Yeah, that's right. Everyone know that. But Xiaohongshu choose the other totally different direction. Our founders say we need to build no friendly culture in our platform. So if someone is a hater, you will post something so controversial, or it's easy or fighting to each other. Sometimes, if the guy doing more, you will be banned. And sometimes we'll hide a post so controversial or so offensive. And even in the private message, lots of system and mechanism to detect the haters and the unhealthy, toxic comment, toxic content. We do a lot. Maybe over nearly 100 engineers working on that.
Just that on keeping things positive, like 100 engineers. More.
We can look down the slogan of the RedNote, your lifestyle guide. So you can find anything about your life in that app. For example, makeup, how to dress up, how to raise your baby, and even some niche topic like machine learning, mathematics. You can find anything here and connect to the real people.
It almost sounds like a search engine.
Yeah, it's like a search engine. So I usually describe it as like kind of the combination of Google and Instagram. So people not only post the video, they can also write the article with the photo. And the search feature in RedNote is super powerful. And for lots of many girls in China, if they want to buy something or make a decision, the first thing you do is just open the RedNote and search it, or take photo and just search it to find how good the product is. Or if someone needs some idea about the interior design and how to decorate my house during a Chinese New Year, they will go to Xiaohongshu to find some posts. Because there are over 1 billion posts in that platform. You can find anything. But compared to Google, there are one more thing is you can leave your comment. Sometimes you can talking to the creator, the author directly. For example, now lots of people travel around the world. They are Chinese, and they will search for the post, and they will find someone living in Bali, and just send a message or leave a comment. Oh, I will visit Bali, and maybe we can grab some food and have dinner together. They make a connection.
But on TikTok, you could kind of do that, right? You can DM people. And,
yeah. You also can DM, but TikTok. Have you heard everyone searching TikTok?
No, you can't search for stuff.
Yeah,
on Douyin or TikTok,
the search feature in TikTok is so bad because it's not designed for some useful content.
It's just mainly for the scrolling of entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment. But in RedNote, we keep the balance. We also have some video content, entertainment content, and we also have the useful content. Yeah. So some people in China, they will say the RedNote, the little red book, is really like a book. It's like a Wikipedia of your life. It's totally different.
It's almost like it's like a super app, right?
Yeah, it's like a super app.
RedNote is becoming that super app where not only you can search for stuff, but you can actually entertain yourself, watch videos, but you can also buy stuff. It just does everything.
Yeah, sure.
So in my mind, what's very kind of fascinating here, it's we're looking at the two sides of the same coin, which is one side is that it's really great that the culture is very positive, encouraging, and everybody wants to be more of a community, right? But then on the other side, that means, like you said, more censorship to ban more people more easily, right? As you said, because it's sort of like against the Western notion of free speech. So the users are okay with that, like, because they know what they're signing up for, right?
In China, it's okay for people because everyone know they are the censorship. They even have the censorship in TV channel and newspaper, or even the blogger, or every kind of content surrounding. So it's okay for Chinese people, but sometimes a creator will complain about because the censorship in RedNote is super strict.
Can we talk about then the censorship element? What is exactly, like, is there some sort of a community guideline that people follow?
All social platforms in China also have the guideline, the policy, right? But there are some space. For example, you will see the guidelines don't violate the law of China. But the law of China have lots of ambiguity.